cease a little bit because it's either run out, you're starting to get tired, and if you're down by a touchdown or two, it's hard to get it back.
56 degrees at kickoff at Ottawa-Glandorf Stadium. The West Ohio Gas Company reminds you to check your heating system for the cooler months ahead. A new combustion gas furnace provides efficiency and dependability for total comfort. See your heating contractor or call West Ohio Gas Company for more information. Gas is your best energy value. Craig's with the red lettering. Daryl Nichols, the senior quarterback, two-year letter winner. They run the straight I formation, and the veteran running back, Dwayne Brinkman, gets the carry across the 25 to the 27. Yards to go. Wideouts to both sides. Again, straight I formation. Straight pitch to Brinkman, left-hand side. Goes wide, heads for the far side of the field, gets close to the 30-yard line. He's going to get a couple of yards on the play. Forced wideouts to both sides, tight end tight to the near side. Derek Smittebush in motion. He was the right split end. Now they overload the near side of the field, and Daryl Nichols, the Ottawa-Glandorf quarterback, will be taken down. Rich Van Voorhees for Wapakoneta, 185-pound senior. Rich, the Titans overloaded that the short side of the field, and Canetta standing at midfield. And the punt, it's a decent kick, fielded at fair caught by Wapakoneta's Brad Keck at the Redskin 48-yard line. So some excellent field position to open up for the Wapakoneta Redskins on their initial offensive possession. And now with the dual setbacks and two wideouts here to the near side. Aaron Link, senior quarterback, straight pitch, Nate Cornell. Oh, good block. Cornell across midfield, down to the Ottawa-Glandorf 44-yard line. An 8-yard carry for Cornell, amplifying an 8-yard carry. Straight I formation. Aaron Link, senior quarterback. Same play. Pitch to Cornell. Cuts it inside. Stays on his feet. And there will be a face mask penalty after Nate Cornell hammers for at least 5, maybe 6 yards. Cornell wide here to the near side. Straight I formation. Everybody else tight to the line. Senior quarterback Aaron Link hands to the fullback Matt Noggle for 1 yard. Down to the 42. No more. That was the first down, apparently. A little confusion with the flags over there.
Yeah,
it is a first down, so it must have been, I don't know what it was. 1st and 10, Wapakoneta. They're Ottawa-Glandorf 42. Here's the snap. Straight pitch to Nate Cornell. Heads for the wide side. Cuts inside the 40. Another flag down on the field. It has been penalty-laden. 5. Wideouts to either side. Split back formation. Aaron Link takes the snap, drops back, throws over the middle, and it's complete at the Titan 45. Scott Fisher on the reception. OG's Marty Jurwers. Wideouts to both sides. Aaron Link over center, takes the snap, drops back, rolls to his right, some pressure. Oh, and the middle screen is off to Brian Crumrine, and he carries the football on the completion down to the 37-yard line. He will face a 3rd and 7. Here's Aaron Link, takes the snap, throws the football, and it's complete, and it's a first down on a 10-yard pass play to Brian Crumrine. The left to play, hand off to the tailback, Nate Cornell, and he dives down to the 25 for a couple of yards on the play. Backs on the 2nd and 8. Aaron Link, the senior QB, takes the snap, hands to Elsey. Good line surge on that left side as Elsey storms down to the 20. Yes, scrimmage, the Ottawa-Glandorf 21-yard line. Again with the split backs. Link, straight pitch. Elsey, all kinds of room. 15-10 near the 8-yard line. A 13-yard pickup for Wapakoneta. First down, number 2. Side is Kevin Miller. Aaron Link, straight I formation. Pitch out to Elsey. Back to the line of scrimmage and maybe another yard or so to near the 7. Link takes a snap, looks to throw, decides not to. Rolls to his right, throws the football, and Brian Crumrine at the 3 on the far sideline. Can't find the handle. Crumrine, or Mark Schlosser, pardon me, that was Mark Schlosser over there. 2 guys wide out to the right, tight end tight to the far side. Link fakes the handoff to the first man through, and the football is intercepted by Bill Burguy, and he, my friends, will go all the way. A 92-yard interception for a touchdown by Ottawa-Glandorf's Bill Burguy, and that, Rich Barger, is a dramatic play. Nichols to hold. There's the snap to set. Laubenthal's kick is up, and it is right through. with the timeout down on the field. 4 minutes and 43 seconds to play first quarter action. Lobenthal to kick it away for Ottawa Glandorf from our left to right. Good kick taken straight away at the 20-yard line in the air by the Wapakoneta Redskins. Return to the 30 and up to about the 33. And let's see who got the return for Wapakoneta. We'll try to catch a number. 7. Redskins nothing. 4.5 minutes to play opening quarter. Straight pitch on the 1st and 10 comes to Jason Elsey. Gets 1 yard. And Burguy makes the tackle.
He ran the ball, and he ran the ball good.
Basically, you just spot the other team 7 points here, but it was a tough break for Wapakoneta. Link on a 2nd and 9. Takes the snap. Aaron rolls. He throws, and it's intercepted again as the Titans pick it off. Marty Jerwers makes the interception, and that football deflected off the Wapakoneta receiver. Ball game. 1st and 10, Ottawa Glandorf, line of scrimmage, the Wapakoneta 31-yard line. Flea flicker. Nichols. No, it's not Nichols at quarterback. Little shuttle pass. It is, who is the quarterback? Roster. No. 2nd down, 10 yards to go for the Titans from their own 31. Man in motion. Now coming here to the near side. Double wideouts. Miller rolls, shakes off some pressure, wants to throw. He does throw. Oh, his man was open. Miller way overthrows Todd Toby, 130-pound senior. Toby shook off his man. Miller, we have come to find. 3rd and 10 for Ottawa Glandorf from their Wapakoneta 31. Straight I formation. Miller takes the snap, takes about a 15-yard drop, rolls, and he is in big trouble. Nailed. Back at the 40-yard line, a 9-yard loss as Wapakoneta's Brian Axe just chased Miller down. And I don't know what that was, frankly, Rich. Matt Miller ball, and Matt Westrick will kick it. Good rush, but Westrick will get it off from midfield. It's a high kick, not very deep, fielded in the air at the Wapakoneta 17-yard line by Redskin Brad Keck. Starlight Studio, the Buckeye Travelers Mall in North Baltimore. 1st and 10 play for Wapakoneta. Senior quarterback Aaron Link hands off to the tailback Nate Cornell for short yardage around left end to get some yardage. 2nd and 7. Straight pitch again to Cornell. Not too much blocking, though, along the far side, and now flags are thrown as Nate is tackled for not much of a gain. And we'll wait and see what the penalty flag is all about. It's the 18 yards to go from back of their own 10-yard. Aaron Link throws the football, and it's complete up to the 25-yard line for a 15-yard pickup on the play. Brian Crumrine for Wapakoneta on the reception, with the exception of the mistakes. A little down and in. Crumrine makes the reception for the 1st down for Wapakoneta to the 32-yard line, the only score of the game. 1st and 10, Wapakoneta. Who's got the carry? Matt Noggle does for short yardage up to the 34-yard line. Original line of scrimmage about the 33. Not much. Redskins from their own 35. Aaron Link throws the football again to Crumrine, makes the reception, pitches to teammate Nate Cornell. Cornell fumbles it out of bounds, distance enough for a 1st down on the 11-yard pickup. And they'll have it now from their own 44. Delay handoff to the 2nd back through. This time, that is who? That's, that's Matt Noggle. And Noggle, not much of a gain. B.J. Merschman for Ottawa Glandorf on the
2 turnovers, and they've had 3 15.
Aaron Link takes the snap, rolls to his left, throws the football for another completion. This time for a 13-yard pickup. And 2nd quarter action. Straight pitch from Aaron Link comes to Nate Cornell. Scrambles for some yardage, not going to get too much.
Got a flag on the field.
Near the Titan 41, but you're right, penalty flags. Wideouts to both sides. Aaron Link going to throw on 1st and 20. Looking around, whips the ball over the middle, and it's incomplete at the Titan 40-yard line. Split backs. Link, straight drop, blitz. Someone got through. Link's going to have to get rid of it. He does on a screen to Nate Cornell for outstanding yardage. Cornell still on his feet and is taken down at the 37-yard line. Cornell gets about 16 yards on the play for Wapakoneta, and Aaron Link with excellent presence of mind. 1 and 5. Link takes the snap. Almost a procedure, but no penalty. Throw, the pass is tipped out of bounds along the Wapakoneta sidelines. Redskin Scott Fisher, the intended receiver. Football was a little wide anyhow. I don't think it was. Rushed 9 guys. Here's the snap. The kick by Fisher.
Good.
Nice and high. Burguy calls for the fair catch. Oh, and it takes a Titan bounce because it rolls into the end zone for a touchback. Ottawa Glandorf will bring it out and operate 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Something of that nature. Big tight end Mark Utrop switches, heads to the right-hand side of Nichols. Tight to the line now. Handoff comes to Dwayne Brinkman. Little juke move. Goes wide. Still on his feet and may have the first down. It'll depend on where he stepped out along the far sideline. Think he's going to be short. Looks like Mark Utrop, the big tight end, will shift now tight to the near side. That is the left. Handoff comes to Brinkman, the tailback. They only need one, and I don't think he has it, as Dwayne may have fallen down a bit prematurely, might have misjudged how far he actually needed. Although it was just a yard, he almost looked like he just kind of fell and wasn't really hit. All right, it's to both sides. Probably going to run the football on the 3rd and 1. We'll elect to see how they handle it. Wapakoneta with 5 guys up front, 3 down linemen. Nichols takes the snap, drops back, will throw on 3rd and 1. Pressure, throws the football, overthrows the tight end Utrop. Flag is thrown right where the pass action went, and 30 correction, their own 44-yard line. Titans with the I formation. Handoff comes to Dwayne Brinkman, the tailback, and he is met instantly by Wapakoneta's Rich Van Voorhees. Nichols. Might have been a fumble. There is a fumble. Who's got it? Looks like a Titan recovery. I'm not sure how much quarterback Daryl Nichols really controlled the snap there, Rich, and it is a Titan recovery on the fumble. It's going to remain more than 10 yards. And Todd Tobey. Tobey in motion right to left. Daryl Nichols takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Axe pressures him, throws against the grain with that left-handed style, and it's enough for a first down to tight end Mark Utrop at the Wapakoneta 49-yard line. Excuse me.
Oh, they had first down on the yard marker across the way, and they changed it.
Here we go. Line of scrimmage, midfield. Westrick. Bad kick. Not much height. Fielded on a line. The return by Wapakoneta's Chris Winters gets it to the 30. No more. Allen and Link has some problems on the snap. Controls it, but can't do anything more, and is taken down for a loss on the tackle by Sergio Rodriguez. Wapakoneta from their own 29-yard line. Aaron Link takes the snap, rolls to his rep, bombs away, and overthrows intended receiver Darren Hollenbecker, I guess, number 80.
You know, rolling out to his left like that and still being able to put that ball in the air, you know.
From the own 29-yard line, Aaron Link, straight drop. Looks to throw. He's got time. Complete over the middle. First down to the 48-yard line. A 19-yard pickup for the Wapakoneta Redskins. And Scott Fisher on the reception. Fisher, straight pitch to the tailback. Cornell, not too much blocking. Nate breaks a couple of tackles. In particular, B.J. Merschman upset himself that Cornell just slammed right through him. Setbacks, wide out split, both to the left-hand side. Aaron Link rolls that way, throws the football. Pass complete to Brian Crumrine, and rushes for additional yardage down to the 30-yard line. A 19-yard pickup for Wapakoneta. First down, number 7, unofficially for the Redskins. And now to the 1st and 10 from the Ottawa Glandorf 31-yard line. Fumble snap, falls down, fumble recovered. Ottawa Glandorf Titans. Who made the recovery? Steve Schnipke makes the recovery. 3rd turnover for Wapakoneta. And that was particularly painful because the Redskins had had some success.
I think he's going to go. He wants to score before
he'll run his tailback. They do. Pitch to Dwayne Brinkman. And let's see, I think Brinkman got shoved out of bounds along the far sidelines, and that will stop the clock. To have any success scoring, they can win this football game because their defense is stuffing the Titans. And the Titans are going to carry it again for short yardage. Maybe 2, no more. Jason Brown takes down Dwayne Brinkman. 6 yards to go from their own 40-yard line. They're in, again, with the straight eye. A slot man left is Burguy, I think. It is Bill Burguy. He will get the handoff as they run the reverse. Burguy is going to be short of a first down. Well, let's see. It's the 46. The spot will be key here, very close. Burguy operating from a slot left.
I don't know, situation if he's going to try to go for it.
Matt Westrick for the Titans will kick it away. He'll boot it from about the 40. Yeah, watch him fake. Watch him do the short snap up front there.
I got to try to draw him offside.
And they're not going to succeed. That'll be the one time it's difficult to get overall tendencies like that. Westrick will punt the football. Nearly blocked. Rich Van Voorhees, fair caught. I think that's Chris Winters at the 34-yard line. And Winters got hit after he called the fair catch, but he fumbled the football. And I think that's what the key was, right?
Yeah.
This first half by every measurement except the all-important scoreboard. And now an incomplete pass on 1st and 10 near midfield to Redskin Brian Crumrine. Pass a little high. Crumrine very impressive here at the facility at Ottawa Glandorf. Aaron Link pressured, rolls to his right after taking the snap. Pass is complete up to the 44-yard line. But Brian Crumrine pushed back a bit. We'll wait and see what the placement story is here. He will be short. Redskins will run the fullback on 3rd and 1, and Matt Noggle finds no room against that stiff Titan defensive front. A little risky here. 4th and 1 at the 43. Handoff comes to Cornell. He's got it.
If he gets the spot.
Up to the 45, a virtual no-doubter. And from their own 45, going to have to put it up. They will. Aaron Link wants to, decides not to as the pocket breaks down and runs ahead for about a 5-yard pickup to the 50-yard line. Actually, field position. Pass over the middle, complete to Brian Axe for a big pickup. Easy, a first down from the 49 down to near the 29. Matt Noggle, the lone setback. Trips formation, 3 wideouts. Link throws incomplete to Mark Schlosser, the intended receiver. Mark, the 170-pound. Link throws, and it's complete to Axe all the way down to the near the 7-yard line. Another first down on a 20-yard pickup that 2 plays ago went for equal distance. 7-yard line. Aaron Link takes a snap, rolls, has time, throws the football, batted down by Bill Burguy, leans in front of Brian Crumrine to bat the football down. Picking at it with 12 seconds to play in the half. Aaron Link throws, and way too much mustard on that one. Incomplete to Mark Schlosser. That same formation, passes, batted down, and that's the big guy. Big number 88, Mark. Can you tell? 13-yard line, 23-yard field goal, 5 seconds to play. Snap, set, kick. He angles it wide to the left. Kick is no good. Time expires. It's halftime at Ottawa Glandorf High School in a bizarre first half. The way this first half went, statistically, that it is 7-0 on the eve of Michigan, Florida State tomorrow. Is that going to be interesting or what, huh, Rich? Come on.
That is going to be a game. That is going to be a cruncher. I mean, if you want to see 2 teams that are going to hit, that is going to be a game.
Nate Cornell fields the kickoff in the air at the 18-yard line. 20-25. Cornell still on his feet, breaking tackles and taken down at the 46-yard line.
Lie down.
28-yard return for the dominant team in this game. Hand off to Cornell. Big hole, 8 yards on the pickup. Cornell following the blocks. Off comes to who? Fisher, the fullback, still on his feet. Hammers to the 25-yard line. 8 more yards. First down, number 12 for Wapakoneta. Backs Cornell and Fisher. Handoff comes to who? Scott Fisher. Dives over right tackle. Oh, my goodness. Fumble on the play. Ottawa Glandorf says it's theirs. No early indication from the official. Let's see. They're giving it to Ottawa Glandorf. Turnover number 4 on Wapakoneta. And Coach Keith Bodeker down here to the near side. Mark Utrip, the big tight end, shifts tight to the right-hand side. Handoff to the fullback, Lobenthal. Not much gain. Stumped. No gain.
Nice defensive call. Looks like they took the defense.
It's tough. You know, that's it. We're looking through polls, and it's like being at Cleveland Stadium or something. Here's Nichols on 2nd and 8 with that left-handed style. Quarterback Daryl Nichols throws the football, and it is dropped. A Titan is in motion, and that is Chad Rui.
Too much time.
Either delay of game or something of that nature. I think that probably is it. Correct. Not a good situation for the Titans. Man is in motion. Nichols throws the football, and it's incomplete. Bill Burguy, the intended receiver for Ottawa Glandorf. Matt Westrick, heavy pressure. Westrick gets a missile off, but it's pretty straight up and down.
Got the ball.
And the fair catch on the punt, fumbled by Chris Winters. I think Winters got it back. No, he did not. Ottawa Glandorf gets it back. The 5th turnover against Wapakoneta. 2 INTs and 2 FUMBLESs. And WIMT Lima. Mike Miller along with Rich Barger. 1st and 10, Ottawa Glandorf from their own 45-yard line. I think the tailback, Dwayne Brinkman, on the carry. Let's
Big guy.
Yes. 2nd and 9 again, as we mentioned. Darrell Nichols, Titan quarterback, takes a snap, hands to Jerwers. Switches direction, come the other way, and gets ripped down from behind as Wapakoneta's Jason Brown, the 205-pound junior. He is 47-yard line. I formation, it's an important play for this possession. Darrell Nichols, long count, takes the snap, drops, pressure, throws, left-handed style, incomplete, intended for Bill Burguy at the Wapak 45 from the 35-yard line, and gets away. Excellent kick by Westrick. We'll see. Chris Winters will field at the 20, and the return for Wapakoneta, 25, taken down right there. No more. 1st and 10, Wapakoneta from their own 25-yard line with, we'll find out. Handoff comes to who? I think Nate Cornell, the second back on that formation, up to about the 30. Big center. Fakes the handoff. Quarterback Keith. 35. 1st down. 40 and more to the 43-yard line. A 13-yard pickup for Aaron Link. 1st down, number 13 unofficially for Wapakoneta. Wonderfully. Handoff. Look at Nate Cornell. Scampers his way for 14 more yards down to the Ottawa Glandorf 43-yard line. Another in some time. 1st and 10, Redskins. Straight pitch, Cornell. Some blockers in front of him. 45 down to the 41-yard line. No, wait a minute. Let's get that straight. How about the 36-yard line? Formation for Wapakoneta. Single set is the man out left. Hand off to the fullback, Scott Fisher. Storms across the 35 into a tight, Wapakoneta fumbles the snap. Aaron Link picks it up. It's 4th and 2. Link getting out of there too quick. Under and 2 for Wapakoneta. Pitch to Cornell easily with the 1st down. 30
and more.
25. Cornell may go. Only if he can be caught. He is gone. Touchdown. Nate Cornell for Wapakoneta. A 35-yard touchdown run for Cornell. Broke a number of tackles. And finally, that singular big play for Wapakoneta gets them on the board as Cornell with the longest run for scrimmage of the year for Wapakoneta. A 35-yard touchdown run. It's a 7-6 football game. And Brian, all right, Keck with the hold. Jeffrey the kick. It is up. It is right through. 3 minutes. 50 seconds to play, 3rd quarter action. This football game is all knotted up. It's Wapakoneta 7, Ottawa Glandorf 7, and we will return with the kickoff and more. Stealing time here, keeping that 7-0 lead in all candor.
They practiced, Wapak practiced 5 times going down there, and I suppose they finally made good on it.
You got it. Kickoff on the following the touchdown. It's fielded in the air by Titan Chad Lobenthal at the 15-yard line. Returns it to about the 29. Good return by Lobenthal. Thank you. 1st and 10, Ottawa Glandorf, their own 30. Man in motion. I formation. Nichols fakes the handoff. Throws the football incomplete to tight end Mark Uttrup. 8 yards further down the field at the 37. Split wide out right. Burguy is the wide man. New tailback. Well, actually, Marty Jerwers has been at tailback for some time now. Man in motion. Pitch out to Jerwers. A couple of blocks, but ultimately only a couple 3 yards on the carry as Joe Morgan. Who else over there to make the stop on Jerwers? And Morgan is just in on a lot of plays. He is one of those guys that just loves to make tackles. You're the perfect guy for 7. Ottawa Glandorf, their own 33-yard line. Man in motion to the right-hand side. Nichols, the senior quarterback, Daryl Nichols, with that left-handed style, rolls to his right, fakes the throw, throws well, falling down, nearly intercepted, but not. Nevertheless, an incompletion, and it's a punt situation for the Ottawa Glandorf Titans.
We drove the field to get the touchdown.
Matt Westrick to punt the football for Ottawa Glandorf from the 20. Fumbles the snap, gets the kickoff, gets blasted, and the ball is caught in the air by Brad Keck at the Wapakoneta 42. Not really sure what the situation there was. Referee 3-yard line. Hand off to Nate Cornell. He had the big touchdown run a little bit earlier. He wants more and will get 11 yards more before Titan Marty Drewers will take him down. Another first down knotted at 7 apiece. Wapakoneta and Ottawa Glandorf. Hand off to Scott Fisher. He breaks it. Will he go? He will not go, but gets big yardage. Line of scrimmage, the Titan 49. Fisher storms to the 21-yard line for 28 yards on the pickup. First down, number 15 unofficially for Wapakoneta. First and 10, Wapakoneta, line of scrimmage, the 22-yard line officially. Here's Nate Cornell. Big yardage to the 10, 15-yard line. Make it to 5, pardon me, to the 5-yard line. A 17-yard pickup, 5-yard line. Handoff, Cornell tries to run over one of the Titans with limited success. Tackled at the 4-yard line. That was Derek Smitterbush, 100 to the 4. Wapakoneta with the football. Aaron Link takes the snap, wants to run it in, but he's not going to be able to as the Titans pursue nicely and stretch out Link on that left-hand side. Pitch out, Cornell easily. Touchdown, Wapakoneta. Talk about how the Redskins have in recent time completely controlled the line of scrimmage, Rich.
I'd say so. Making those changes up front this past week, he brought in
of the night. This from 3 yards out at the 11:56 mark, period number 3. The conversion kick by Brian Jeffrey off the Brad Keck hold is right through with 11 minutes. And he surpassed the first 4 games in its entirety from an offensive standpoint. Let's just check those out here. It's going to be close. Kickoff following the touchdown. Fielded by one of the up people for Ottawa Glandorf. The return to the 28-yard line. That was behind the 8 ball, trailing by a touchdown. Daryl Nichols, senior quarterback. Long count. Pitch out to the lone set. Marty Drewers for 2, maybe 3 yards. Line of scrimmage was the 30, or the 2nd and 6 for Ottawa Glandorf. 10:50 to play. Football game. 14-7 Wapakoneta. Nichols rolls and throws, and the pass is complete. Short of a first down, but a flag is thrown back at the line of scrimmage. We've had an exciting game here tonight that Wapakoneta has dominated, although not on the scoreboard, leading by just 1 score. Daryl Nichols for Ottawa Glandorf on a 3rd down, on a 2nd and long, formation. 3 wideouts right. The big tight end, Utrip, tight to the left-hand side. Daryl Nichols rolls to the strong side and is taken down from behind. Wapakoneta with a big rush. Has been all of that. Westrick gets the punt away. Very average kick. Fair caught by Wapakoneta's Chris Winters. At the 37-yard line, Aaron Link hands off to Nate Cornell again for 5, maybe 6 yards. Was there a fumble?
I think so.
And it was recovered by Scott Fisher for Wapakoneta for about 3 additional yards. Aaron Link rolls, looks to throw, fakes, pump fake, bombs away. Crumrine in the end zone. Oh, the pass about 2 steps in front of him. An incomplete. 3rd and 2, handoff. Who got it? Not sure. First down, nevertheless. That's wounded. 1st and 10, Wapakoneta, line of scrimmage, the Ottawa Glandorf 27-yard line. Option, handoff, shoves it into the belly of one Nate Cornell for no gain. Pitch out, Cornell. Nobody on that right-hand side. Nate breaks 1 tackle, tripped up at about the 24, maybe the 23 on the top of that line. Fake can't. Oh, they run the reverse. Who's got the football? Jason Elsey tripped up at the 15, but yes, indeed, an illegal block on Wapakoneta will nullify that call that 3rd and 17, pardon me. Wapakoneta throws the football. It's complete over the middle to the 19-yard line, short of a first down. Let's see who that was. Brian Axe, maybe operating from a tight end position that time. Wapakoneta pitch to Cornell. He's got room. Easily gets the first down to the 15-yard line. First down, Wapakoneta. Unofficially their 20th first down of the night.
TD. Boy, they want more.
Aaron Link, 1st and 10 from the 15. Wapakoneta senior quarterback throws the football at the 5. Incomplete. Mark Schlosser there. A quick developing play. Dropped, fumbled, recovered. I'm sure the Redskins fell on it.
Yeah.
And the fullback, Scott Fisher, fell on the football. Aaron 10. Redskins will throw. Aaron Link goes over the middle at the 5.
Ooh. Boy, that was close, Mike.
I'm not sure who the Crumrine, the intended receiver, a pair of 22s there. Derek Schmudebish, goal attempt. Keck will hold. Brian Jeffrey to kick it. That's the same distance to the one he made against Salina. It is wide to the left.
Boy, it must have hooked right there at the end. It looked like it was going right down the middle.
A deceptive angle from here, but the unsuccessful field goal try turns the football over to Ottawa Glandorf. And now it's do or die for that one. So domination. They will be in Wapakoneta 7 days from right now. 1st and 10, Titans throw the football, and it's complete along the far sideline. Titans with the football, operating, facing a 2nd and 4, deep back in their own territory. New quarterback is Matt Miller. Miller got pummeled. Oh, man, did he get hit by Rich Van Voorhees. No matchup at all. Ultimately pitches the football out to Marty Jerwards. 3rd down. 3rd and 5. They lost a yard on the play. Titans with multiple people in motion. Miller rolls. Oh, they key on him, and they sack him for a huge loss. I think we had an inadvertent flag, but I'm not sure. Field position. 2 guys back deep to receive. Westrick, excellent kick from his own 5. Fielded in the air by Brad Keck at the 40. In Ottawa Glandorf territory, tripped up at the 38, and the Wapakoneta offense will come out on the field with 3:31 to play in the football game. The Redskins with a 14-7 advantage, but on the ground. Pitch out, Nate Cornell. Correction, Scott Fisher, not much room. Bill Burguy wraps up Fisher. Virtually no gain on the play. It's 2nd and 10, but it's amazing that he competes the way he does, Rich.
A lot of heart.
Handoff comes to Jason Elsey on a 2nd and 11. Actually, the Redskins lost almost a yard on that first down play. Elsey in this 5-game season to this point. Hard to believe that the Redskins have grabbed 3 victories considering how tough it has been for them to move the football up until this week.
4 touchdowns and having 3 victories, you know.
And Wapakoneta attempting to draw one of the Titan players off, and I think they may have on an apparent 4th and 8 punt situation. Redfin
now they're all standing
along
out.
3, so they will punt it nevertheless. And Fisher tries to punt it straight up and down. He does nicely. Can they keep it out of the end zone? Easily. The football is down at the 2-yard line. Ottawa Glandorf has to go 98 yards to march. Correction, 97 yards in 1:38 now as clock is running. Matt Miller, the freshman quarterback, nearly throws an interception as he wings it out to the 18-yard line intended for Bill Burguy. Chris, 3 wideouts. Single set is Marty Jerwards. Miller, the freshman quarterback, gets hammered, fumbles, or an incomplete pass. Fumbles, recovered in the end zone. Touchdown, Wapakoneta. And let's see who got it. I'm not sure. Who got it?
It was 71 or 61, one of those 2.
Brian Jeffrey will try the conversion kick to enhance that score to 21-7. The snap, the set by Keck, the kick by Jeffrey is up, and it is right through. 1 minute, 20 seconds to play in the football game. Wapakoneta has locked this victory in. Touchdown for Wapakoneta.
Just dues to some defensive linemen, you know, one causing it, one picking it up, you know.
Here's the kickoff following the touchdown taken by the Titans at the 18-yard line. Chad Rui on the short return to the 20. State champions and haven't lost in almost 2 years. 1st and 10, Titans. Miller, pitch out. comes to Marty Jerwers, and Jerwers hurdles his way to the 25. Not sure who made the tackle. One of the Redskin tacklers may have caught a pair of cleats in the face there. It's a little bit warmer as temperatures stumble down into the 40s or more. Titans will run it. I don't think they're going to stop the clock, and that may possibly be the final play of this football game with exactly 30 seconds to play. And Wapakoneta on the verge of a 21-7 victory tonight here at Ottawa Glandorf. Shawnee Bath, certainly one of many other big games in the Western Buckeye League tonight. Ottawa Glandorf going to run the football for virtually no gain. Time expires. It's all over tonight from Ottawa Glandorf. Wapakoneta wins it 21-7. Back for a brief recap just ahead. This is America.